And welcome to the new tier list for the month of July 2022. Every 2 months, we take a week and we debate the best champions from each different class, culminating in the final night, which is all champions from all classes, which guarantees to get people upset. But you know what? It's fun. And this was the result 2 months ago. We had Warlock 1, Ghost 2, Ultron 3, Nimrod 4, Guillotine 2995, Nebula 6, Guardian 7, Penny Parker 8, Hulkbuster 9, and Omega Sentinel 10, and then some honorable mentions, Stark Spidey and Silver Centurion. Now, I do think we're going to have a shakeup this time. It's just a prediction. What we've started to do before we even hit record on this video was put the top 4 from 2 months ago in a poll to see what the subscribers think. And right now, Warlock, once again, remains supreme. Remember, y'all, this is also not something that, as Derek Williams does a $5 holla and Ryan Vader does 9, this is not something that is a perfect science, of course. Some people were very upset last night, for example, that Falcon was not rated higher than Black Widow Deadly Origin. We put them head-to-head against one another, and Black Widow Deadly Origin barely won. That might change in 2 months, but that is where it stands right now. As for any changes right now in the poll, currently Warlock is still the heavy favorite at 42%. Ghost at 24%. Nimrod starting to kind of nip at the heels of Ghost at 19%. And then Ultron, who, if I remember correctly, was fairly safe for number 3 last time, would drop to the number 4 slot behind Nimrod in this position. Trevor, Omega Sentinel is number 10 on the list, but they can go way higher than that by the end of the night. So stay tuned. All right, so we're going to do another minute of this poll, and then we are moving on to the next poll. Remember, y'all, this is overall champion. If this was against mutants, I have no doubt that Nim God would be number 1, but this is not how this is. Remember, we had some champions move up as many as 5 or 6 spots last night, so maybe for those of you, we have a huge Omega Sentinel crowd, which again came in at number 10 last time, but I have a feeling there are going to be some people in the chat that fight for Omega Sentinel to rise up the ranks. That's why we do this. Nothing is concrete. And Derek Whalen, thanks again for the now $9.99 double, or I should say triple, super chat. Hello! Kevin Martin's here. What is up, Kevin Martin? All right, so Warlock 1, Ghost 2, Nimrod 3, Ultron 4. If you were watching, please hit that like button. We got over 100 people watching this, maybe hopefully voting, but only 62 likes. Let's see if we get to 100. Last night we got 200 likes. It was quite exciting. That does not happen often on this channel, but when it does, we're very thankful for it. Okay, so we are ending the first poll, and we have a small change. Ultron drops to number 4 so far, and Nimrod jumps him to number 3. Now we're going to do the next 4, but I think because this is something that we have not seen before, so many of you are asking for Omega Sentinel over Penny. I'm just going to see what the poll says. I'm not going to influence it. I don't vote in these things. But we're going to have Omega Sentinel be the 4th option in this poll. Number 5, tech. We are going Healy, 2099. Nebula. Guardian. Some of you said Guardian's your number 2 tech. I don't know if I buy that. And Omega Sentinel. All right. Poll number 2 is live. Carlos has added his opinion. He said OG Iron Man deserves to be #1. That is quite the drinking game. Omega Sentinel immediately comes out. We got 130 people in the chat. Hit that like button, people. It's free. It's free entertainment. Caveman Supreme says, me and Derek can share it. Okay. Well, I think you're tied. We'll see what Derek says about that. Maybe he calls the truce. I don't know. All right. So, Omega Sentinel comes out big time. And Omega Sentinel. Okay. So this is what happens. Omega Sentinel, for those of you that are kind enough to click on this video when it's not live, Omega Sentinel has gotten such a large percentage of the vote that I'm about to make a separate poll putting Omega Sentinel in the top 5 poll. This is a huge, historic, unprecedented support for a champion that we have not seen before, and thus we have to adjust the meta. So, wow. So, this is seriously, truly historic. Okay, so, right now, Omega Sentinel has already jumped from number 10 to number 5. So, we're going to have to ask, again, we're going to take Warlock, Ghost, Nimrod, Ultron, and Omega Sentinel, and we're going to do the first poll. No, let's do Ghost, Nimrod, Ultron, and Omega Sentinel. Let's do that poll. So, Omega Sentinel absolutely destroyed. And you know, it's one of those things, as more people get their hands on a champion, the same was true for Black Cat for the skill, opinions change. Okay, we're going Ghost, Nimrod, Ultron, Omega Sentinel. We're also 21 likes away from 100, which is pretty dang impressive. Okay. Here we go. Now this looks more like a poll. And Lazaro, no matter how often you say it, Mysterio is not going to be top 5. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so Ghost, right now, keeps that number 2 spot. Nimrod and Omega Sentinel are fighting for that number 3 spot. As in, almost tied. Derek, feel free to exercise that hammer. $713. I think Killmonger's #1 tech champ for Mama, so, you know, we already knew that. All right, so, as it stands after 78 votes, keep voting. 79 votes now. It is a 1% lead for Nimrod. We will, of course, revisit all this in 2 months. This is not going to be a half-an-hour video, but we are going to give ourselves a chance to check things out. And now Nimrod and Omega Sentinel are tied. This is wild. Seriously wild. All right, now Nimrod comes back. We have like a huge Nimrod support in this chat. And so I feel like every time he gets a little threatened by that number 2 spot, people react. Remember, y'all, you can feel free to disagree, but keep it civil. Paul, what time is it in Germany? What's up, Brian? We are now 17 likes away from 100. Okay, so 1 more minute for this poll, and then we are going to the next one. And Ultron is kind of getting slept on at this point. Ultron might be the first tech champ that I take to rank 4 as a 6-star. But this is why I don't vote in these, because I want this to be a representation of at least a percentage of the community's thinking, more than my own. Okay. So, 2 votes away from 100, still 17 likes away from 100. It's much easier, apparently, to vote in a poll than it is to hit that like button. They're both free. Okay. Well, we are ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. By 1%. And again, we will revisit this. We have Nimrod staying, but then we have Omega Sentinel. Taking the cake. Ultron falls to 5, and then we are now going to, by the way, we're moving potentially Stark Spidey, number 10. Okay. No time like the next time. And we are going number 7 tech. By the way, I appreciate everybody who clicks on these, even though you're not voting live. Guardian, Penny Parker, Hulkbuster, Starkey. Okay. Please vote now. 5 likes away from 100 now. Ben, I appreciate you saying that. I would not be disappointed in a rank 4 Ultron at all. I can guarantee that. Even if Ultron is dropped to number 5 on this list, personally, Ultron would be like, I don't know, maybe my number 2. Or maybe number 1. Maybe Warlock and Ultron. But, again, that's why I don't vote. Okay. Y'all, we will get Sam Wilson on the next poll. Penny has come out swinging. People who said that Penny has been slept on is truly in fighting terms. Fuji, it's all good, man. The internet is full of miserable people. Remember, when people complain, it releases the same kind of dopamine fix in their brain depending on their perception than like opening a crystal does or pulling the handle of a slot machine. All right, Penny has destroyed this poll. It's Penny 1, Guardian 2, Hulkbuster by a nose, and Starkey still. So, we are clearing this. And by the way, I'm putting Sam Wilson here now too. All right. We will have one more poll if this holds. But Starkey and Hulkbuster are neck and neck for that 10 spot. Neck and neck. Sawyer, I'm not sure what you're reading, but no, Nimbles. Who's Nimbles? Nimbles? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Currently, Hulkbuster and Stark Spidey are tied. Penny has destroyed Guardian in this. So, what we're going to do as we move Sam Wilson on. Here's what we're currently going to do. We are going to do another poll. Oh, Starkey led by 1%. Okay. It's going to be... Here we go. We've got to vote for number 6 tech now. This is going to do the entire ratings. Nebula. Gilly 2099. Penny Parker. And because there was so much disagreement, Ultron. And this will be the final poll for this order. Also, thank you for those that hit the like button. We're up to 101. They're coming for Ultron's spot. So we gotta see whether or not it changes. Brian, you asked for it. I gave it to you. Also, again, shout out to people who are watching this now 17-minute poll discussion. Much longer than usual video. Ultron holds strong at 48%, but Penny Parker versus Guillotine 2099 is where it gets interesting. And Nebula is at 6%. Nebula is Tom Petty in this month. She is free-falling. Bruce Ultron currently is number 5. It's between Penny Parker and Guillotine 2099. We are taking Nebula all the way down. Wow. Nebula has fallen at least 3 spots today. I think it would be, based on the vote, probably Hulkbuster here. We'll do one more poll after this. Guardian here. And then, wow. So, Penny. This is crazy. Guillotine 2099. Guardian. I think Nebula would actually fall to 9. This is a tremendous shakeup for what this was 2 months ago. But again, that's why we do it. And then because Starkey beat Hulkbuster, it would move Starkey to 10. Hulkbuster with a few honorable mention. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. One more minute for this poll, then we're doing one more. This will round out the bottom of the list. Unless it gets super intense. 130 people watching this live now. Kevin, did Hulkbuster lose to Stark Spidey? Or, because that's 10 versus 11. Alright. This poll, 40% went to Ultron, 31% Penny Parker. That was amazing. Brandon is not a fan of Nebula and thinks that she should be moved all the way down to honorable mentions. Okay. Here's what we're going to do, because Silver Centurion's also been moved down with Sam Wilson. So we're going to move Silver Centurion down to all the way to the honorable mention bottom spot. So, final 9 through 12 rating. This is going to be the final poll of the night. We're doing Nebula, Starkey, Hulkbuster, and Sam Wilson. And then we will revisit all this in 2 months. And sorry, Tyler, Kang is not on this list. I feel confident about that. And this is where people really start to get passionate. We are debating the Silver Centurions. Sorry. All right, so Starkey and Hulkbuster are getting the majority votes. This surprises me. Sam Wilson and Nebula has fallen off the face of the earth. Nebula was like, what, number 5? Nebula might be like number 12 now. But again, we're going off your votes. Starkey and Hulkbuster remain locked in a tight one. And Sam Wilson still has a good amount of support, but not more than Hulkbuster and Starkey. Y'all, we've got 2 more minutes before we end this poll. This is already going to be longer than the skill tech class, but I appreciate, or skill class. I'm sure there are some tech skill champions that might be called skill and tech. But I think a lot of people, myself included, don't have Sam Wilson yet. And maybe if we get him and can use him, we might rank him higher than Hulkbuster and Stark Spidey. But right now, the poll kind of showcases the fact that more people have the older champions. And Sawyer, you and Evan are definitely on the Karnak bandwagon. There ain't no doubt. Also, I don't know why honorable mention is continually misspelled. We're going to have to fix that. Okay, 1 more minute for this poll. And for the moment, this is the biggest free fall of all time. At this moment, Starkey goes to 9. Hulkbuster goes to 10. Sam Wilson goes to 11 as the top honorable mention. And Nebula has free fell 7 spots from 5 to 12. That is wild. Poll ends in 3, 2, 1. Thank you for voting. So, our new top 10. 1, Warlock. 2, Ghost. 3, Nimrod. 4, Omega Sentinel. 5, Ultron. 6, Penny Parker. 7, Guillotine 2099. 8, Guardian. 9, Stark Spidey. 10, Hulkbuster. First honorable mention to Sam Wilson. Second to Nebula. And third, it's kind of up in the air. Silver Centurion currently is on there, but let's be honest. I might as well just delete his name off of it because nobody cared about that guy in this poll today. So, there you go. If you're watching this live, stay tuned. And actually, we'll do one more because in the last 2 seconds, Hulkbuster and Stark Spidey tied. So screw it. We have a rule on this. Head to head. 2-minute poll. Trevor, thank you. This will determine the 9 and 10 spot. And it is controversial. Again, thank you to those of you that are watching this. I really was trying to end it, but it's true. The last 3 seconds, there was a tie. Right now, Starkey leads by 2%. If this doesn't showcase just how much friendly, hopefully, debate there is in the community for a champion, you are looking at about 50-50 where people completely disagree with each other, but hopefully we can still get along. It is a 51-49% split right now. Hulkbuster is beating Starkey by the smallest margin. And we are hoping... Now it's 50-50. Y'all, this is the closest poll in the history of the channel by far. Internet phrases. Okay, Hulkbuster was leading by 3% a minute ago. Starkey now leads by 2% a minute later. Starkey is now gaining ground on the lead, 6% now. He was down by 3% very early ago. The Hulkbuster crowd is not happy. Hello, Carlos de la Mora. Starkey was pulling ahead. Now it's back to 2%. We will have one more minute, and this really will be the final poll. Right now, the 9 and 10 spots are sustained. Remember, Guardian received more votes than Stark, Spidey, and Hulkbuster. Personally, I think Guardian is top 10 maybe. But I also don't know how to use Guardian very well, so I don't really have the best rapport with this. All right, here we go. Stark, Spidey won by 6%. High five to everybody who voted. Nothing changed. Remember, we will vote on this again in 2 months. This is not concrete. But now, officially, Warlock 1, Ghost 2, Nimrod 3, Omega Sentinel 4, Ultron 5, Penny Parker 6, Guillotine 2999 7, Guardian 8, Starkey 9, and Hulkbuster 10. If you want a preview of Wednesday night, the Cosmic Class will be the next debate. Hercules, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Corvus, Hype. Null finished behind Hype. I have a feeling that might change tomorrow. Venom, Captain Marvel movie, Angela, Odin, Medusa, with honorable mention to Cersei, Venompool, King Groot, and Nova. That was 2 months ago. We are revisiting it and re-ranking them tomorrow night. So please come back and vote for your favorites passionately and hopefully respectfully. We're actually going to end the stream right here. This is almost a half an hour video. Thank you, Oklahoma Internet, for not dying. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that like button. It was fun. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.